Here I'm going to talk about ending your project with a loop. This is a lead rope and I wanted to put a popper on the end. I like the weight of it in my hand. And so here it was a 10 strand round braid, and I find this too thick to make the loop with, so I used 5 strands to go here. So I just kept 5 strands behind and continued on with 5 strands, and then I came back and I spliced in 4 strands, and I spliced them in quite far back, like 2 or 3 passes back, and then used the 6 strands to do the Turk's head here. So that's a lead rope, and I use this for a bucket tie as well. So this is a 4-strand round braid, and I just kept all of them, and I kept working around, and then when you get the loop how you want it, splice them in, and then do a 4-strand Turk's head here for a bucket tie. And here I'm going to show how I do a dog leash. So same technique as for the bucket tie. I just continued my 4-strand round braid for as long as, like basically till I get to this amount of cord left, like 24 inches or so. You don't want to go too short because the Turk's head is actually harder to tie if you have really short strands. So I just like how far I wanted the handhold to be, and spliced in the 4, and then lay your strands out. I go around my finger. Not everyone does that, but I find it easier to see what's going on if I do it that way. Okay, so wrap it around your finger and back, and then you're going to start with this strand here, and you go over, under, over, or under, over, sorry, under, over, under, okay. Now that means that this becomes your first one. Okay, so if you think of it like that, then I'm actually going to move my finger because I don't want that one anymore. I do that. Okay, now I'm going to go and work the next one. I do the same thing. I go under, over, under. Now that's that one, and now this one becomes the next one I work. So just make sure you keep them in order. Okay, so now this one is the first one that you go under. So under. Now this is the last one, so I'm not going to move my finger. I'm just going to remember that I don't do anything with that last one, okay? So get my last cord, and I go under, over, under. There. You're done with the weaving, and you can see that it's it should alternate, right? So this one was over, the next one above it is under, and this one's over. Okay, so now I'm done with that, and I want to start tightening. So always go one at a time, and I'll get it like snug on my finger because I find that it's easier to see the strands when you've got something different. And then you just snug this up. Don't tighten too tight all at once. Just keep going around it. You can move it up a little bit. I like it to be right at that V. And you just keep tightening. Like you can see that this one's loose, so you gotta work it back. Figure out where that one is. It's hard to see through the camera, but I'll do my best. There it is. Okay. That one. And you just keep doing that until you get all of them tightened, and then you'll cut it off, cut each strand off close and melt it. I use a soldering iron because I have it handy for making rings, but you can use a lighter or a match or whatever you like, whatever you've got handy for melting. Okay. It's getting pretty good. So when you cut these, like when I say close, don't go underneath it so that you don't have anything to melt. You want it cut about there and then melt that down so that it provides some stability. So, okay, there you go. Enjoy. Won't look as good without. Just keep working it till you like it. I'm probably going to tighten this one a little bit more, and then you end up with something like that. Okay, enjoy.